It's the Scuffle for the Shovel, and it's episode 5, the second semifinal. We're going to fill out that championship final today. I am Stu Gander. With me, Sven Heikes. Sven, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm pumped, Stu. We got a second semifinal here. We got Dan Corey, who's on a mission. We got former champion Mike Davids. Let's do it.
Tournament director.
Yeah.
Tournament director Mike Davids. He won this. I can't remember. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. Yeah, and going to be facing Dan Corey. So last week we had a battle of Keystone Kubb. This week we have not a battle of one club, but a battle between clubs, both based out of North Carolina. Dan Corey out of Raleigh Kubb, Mike Davids out of Queen City Kubb. There is Mike right there, getting warmed up, filling out that bracket, and probably sticking his tongue out at us in any second now.
Momentarily.
Right? Oh, there we go. There we go. There is the Mike Davids tongue. So here we are. As I said, we had that Dave Bob match last week, which Bob won 2-0, and now we've got Dan Corey against Mike Davids. We also filled out the finals.
Huge upset there in the semifinals with Brian West beating Lee, I think.
Yeah, that's big time right there. So Dan Corey, number 1 seed, undefeated on the day, facing off the number 4 Mike Davids, 5-2 game record. Defeated Lee Northrup in the quarterfinals. There goes Lee out to his third place match. So this one, number 1 seed, number 4 seed. Sven, who you got?
Dan won against Mike earlier. Dan's undefeated. Dan's on a mission. I like Dan Corey.
Yeah, I don't know. Dan started talking about this year's Scuffle about
a year ago
after last year.
Before last year, bro. I mean, I'm not kidding. The night before last year's Scuffle, he said he's winning this year. Which I thought was interesting because I'm like, what about like the tournament's happening tomorrow? Yeah. And he's like, no, I'm not sure I'm ready yet. I mean, he made the final and played really well. I think he could have won last year as well, but he's been totally ready for this tournament. And this is the one in his mind that he is going to win, and he has done nothing today but take care of business.
Yep.
He had a little bit of a shaky end of round 5, I believe, but he took care of it, and he's been absolutely unscathed all day, and I don't expect anything less than that in this match.
Yeah, so that 5th round match where he was down was to Mike Davids. I believe Mike had a 2 Kubb lead on him.
Yes.
And then ended up giving up an advantage line and losing. I think Mike was baseline clear or close to it.
Yeah, no, and again, no disrespect to Mike Davids in this match. We know how good of a player Mike Davids is, and I just feel that Dan is going to take care of business. That's just my impression.
Which would set up a
rematch
from last year. And if Mike Davids wins this match, that would be a rematch from
2020.
Yeah, a few years ago.
Yeah, because I believe Mike won in 2019, and then Bob beat Mike in the 2020 final.
Was that the year it rained?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
It rained.
2021 it might have rained when Bob wasn't here.
Drew I don't remember.
Drew won that
year.
Year. So yeah. Drew won that year.
No, it wasn't that year then. It was sunny. It was some year a couple years ago that Mike and Drew were playing, and I don't know if it was the semis or the finals, but it poured rain during the entire match.
So in 2019, I believe Mike beat Drew in the final.
That would be that year then, I believe.
Yeah, that was a rainy year.
Yeah, very rainy.
And then, because that was the year that Nick had like 6 king shots and he did trick shots and missed them all against Mike in the semifinals.
That's a tough way to lose, right there.
Yeah. It was. He got a little ahead of himself.
Yeah.
He's always calling for trick shots on kings, and nobody listens at this point because we're like, look, man, we've seen what happens.
I'll do it. If I have 3 in hand, I'll give it one shot.
I think that was a similar case. I think he had 3 in hand, but I think he went a little too high and missed them all. And then Mike came back and beat him and made the final and beat Drew in the final.
The thing was, I think I don't think I've ever actually hit a king doing a trick shot, but
I have
the last couple times. I hadn't done it until the last couple times, and I think the last couple times I hit it both times.
What's your trick shot?
Between the legs.
Okay. Mine is no look, eyes closed.
Oh.
And so that one, I feel like my percentages are higher because it's kind of like visualization. Like, all right, I know the shot. All I have to, I don't close my eyes until I'm to the point where I'm going to pull the trigger, and then I close my eyes and just hit it. So my percentages are a little higher, but I still don't do it in actual tournament situations. I just do it in practice or for demos and stuff.
If you do the between the legs, like the snap, you know, it's a lot harder than you think it is. It is. It gives you it gives you a new respect for like the long snappers in the NFL. Like
but you're forward. Are you doing backwards behind the legs or forward?
Yeah.
So because there's the forward behind the legs that like Grant Scott does. Like that's his trick shot. And so that one also is dangerous on
physically.
Yes, physically it's dangerous that you might tap some things you don't want to. But also is difficult. So mine, the eyes closed, at least you don't have those kind of dangers, but still difficult.
I think I'm going to start calling my trick shot now the long snapper.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually called the sure shot in Kubb.
Oh,
I don't know why, because it's not, but that's I think what it's referred to.
Yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. The other thing in the comments, that we need to talk about, we haven't yet, is that the contest we had in the Blasters. Remember that?
Yeah,
where we did the movie reference for Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah, who won?
Adam Holtz.
Adam Holtz.
He got it first try as far as somebody trying. Nice beautiful double there. So yes, it was from. Oh, no, I'm blanking. The Client. It was a movie from the 90s. It was a John Grisham book that was made into a movie. It's called The Client. It's based
by the way, Mike Davids has a 2 Kubb lead right now.
He does. He's rolling.
Yeah.
It's based on a movie that was set in Memphis, I believe, Tennessee, and the Elvis Pez dispenser was used. So
there you go.
Elvis Presley.
So what was the payoff for that?
I think we're going to give him probably an autographed picture of some sort. I think he has not received one yet. So
all right. Well, he gets an autographed Meatloaf picture. How about that?
There you go.
That's some solid work. And I believe he is going to be at the Spring Fling here in March.
Yes, I believe he should be as well. I think he's playing. So our inside info was incorrect from earlier today. We've been corrected. He is playing with Cody as Glory Holtz.
Oh, the return of the Glory Holtz.
And we thought maybe he'd play with we thought maybe Cody would play with Nick, but turns out Cody's playing with Adam Holtz as Glory Holtz.
I tell you what, anytime you see a Glory Holtz, you know you're in for a good time.
Yeah. So many ways.
Yep. Speaking of football, we talked last episode about how, really just last semifinal, we were talking about how the NFL playoffs started today, and I gave you my prediction was the Eagles and the Chiefs. You asked me to make a final prediction. I've been able to run my analysis.
Yeah. Let me guess.
My model is showing 35. Yes. Yeah. You're looking over at my screen over here.
Yes, I am.
This is proprietary. This is my own model.
Let me guess. The Eagles get a complete bullshit holding call. You can blank that out. Holding call in the biggest play of the game.
My model isn't play-by-play.
And nice turn.
Yeah. He's got the loaf in hand. Oh no, he doesn't. He's got 4 in hand.
It's gonna be 3 out of 4 though if he hits this one.
Yeah.
He had the loaf. Did he hit the first 2? That's a Sven loaf. I hate it. Anyway, yeah. So
my model doesn't go that deep. It's not play-by-play. But my model is telling me, Drew Gander knocked off Brian West for the mini show. Yeah, my model is telling me 38 Chiefs, 35 Eagles. So
bet on it, everybody. Bet on it.
Yeah,
take that one to the bank. Nobody knows American football better than a Norwegian that likes Kubb.
Well, and I've got a model too. So,
yes, he does have a model.
Yeah.
Don't want to discount that, but
I supplement my income through sports wagering. Kubb doesn't pay the bills. I mean, Sven, you know that more than anyone.
Don't I ever? And that's part of the problem. But let me tell you, I'm going to bet the house on the fact that the Eagles are going to get a unfortunate holding call against them in the biggest play of the game.
Boy, you're really going out there.
Is
that a prop bet or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wow.
It's definitely in the bingo squares.
Oh, how about that?
Unfortunate holding call is gonna happen, and it's gonna cost them a chance to tie the game. Let's just say that. Yeah,
that would be unfortunate.
Let me tell you what. If that happens, though, Philadelphia has lost 3 major championship. If you count Major League Soccer as a major championship in basically 100 days.
Yeah.
They lost the World Series. They lost the MLS final. And then they lose the Super Bowl. Oof.
Yeah, that's
tough times for the city of brotherly love. Let me tell you what.
Well, if we know anything about sports fans in Philadelphia, they're very reasonable people. I'm sure they'll take it just fine.
I'm sure they won't do anything unreasonable.
No.
How did he get 3 singles out of that group? I'll never understand.
Yeah, that was
unfortunate.
He was all over it.
Good shots. That was a good shot too.
Big one here to take the lead.
He needs it.
All right, so Dan coming off a pretty good tear from 8. See if he can keep up that momentum.
Yeah, no, that was a big turn to tie it, and yeah, let's see if he can keep chipping away here. The interesting thing about David's last 2 shots is at ages he missed them left. So either he pulled them hard or the wind isn't as big of a factor right now.
Yeah, or maybe he was aiming a few inches left and it decided not to blow.
Yep, that's also a factor.
I think another factor, I don't know what the deal is, but it seems like we saw it in the last semifinal. This side is bouncy, and I don't know why it would be bouncy on 2 different pitches, but it seems like this one is sprayed a little bit as well.
I mean, you're moving slightly downhill. Maybe that's part of it. Sometimes when you're slightly uphill, you have that little bit of a bank shot. You kind of can bank it off the back and back it up. Where you're going downhill, it's a little bit harder. I mean, it's not a severe uphill downhill.
No,
but it's enough that you do realize that you have it.
Oh, but I tell you what, Dan might have just gotten bailed out because all three of those are out.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a second chance at these if he could stick them.
Yeah, just like
That's
that
a pretty
one.
good one.
Yeah. They don't call him.
Tiger Woods. You see that?
Yeah.
Was there a flash in his backswing or something
It
like
might have
that?
been. It might have been. We don't have the fan back there yet.
No. No. Fan is apparently
The
gone to the
fan.
concession stand.
Yes.
Oh, it looks like they're all in. That's definitely an
But
improvement.
they don't call him the Peach Farmer for nothing.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
And Nick Bartlett knocks off Lee Northrup for the
Third
third place in the mini shovel.
Yeah. Yeah, nice run for Nick today. Little up and down times, but definitely a good result for him.
I think he started off in round one with a victory over Mike Davids here, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then I think Mike went on a run.
I think Nick started 2-0. I think he beat.
Yeah.
I think he beat Mike. He beat Nick, and then he hit some people. But he had a 1-game lead in the quarterfinals against Cousin Dave. So
yeah,
he was in position to potentially be in the top 4, and I still think that's a pretty good consistent effort out of Nick today.
Yep. Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't make he surprisingly last year didn't make the championship bracket. Which I think was stunning to a lot of people.
I was stunned, Stu.
Stunned.
Just stunned. Pulling the pin here. Good call.
Yep. I think that's always a good call.
Mm-hmm.
If it's even in my sight, I say I go ahead and pull it.
Yeah. It rarely helps you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So what do we got?
Left.
3.
Two
left.
I think he's got 3 left. He's in the red zone, I think.
That's not anymore.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's got 2 left.
Go Meatloaf, though.
Yeah, you could take the lead too.
Nope. Turn saver.
Yep. Now we got a turn saver on our hands, fellas. Yeah,
big shot.
Yep. All right. So 7 in play. 7 in play. You're starting to get to that's a decent number in play. Wacky things can happen at about 7, I think.
Yeah, well, at this point, with two base cubes that Davids has, I mean, you got to get 7 with 3 or better to have a chance to win here. He seems to have a little bit of trouble with cube manager right now.
I was going to say, Mike is doing the modified pest dispenser.
He's spraying cubes all over the place, dude.
Yeah, he is.
But
the sprinkler, he's just there's flying all over the place.
Let me tell you, these first 3 shots are fantastic.
Yeah, they are.
Look at that one. First 3 are fantastic. That was a little short, but still, he gets a rethrow on that one. Even that back one's fine. That's a great shot.
Yeah, you got a good shot.
Over the top, clocked it off a little bit there, but he might have it in position. So
2 rethrows.
He's probably going to have to get this 4 with 5 with 1 to maybe get 7 with 3. The way those last 2 went. Yeah. Just a guess. It could happen. All right, we'll see. He's got some angles. He's got some angles though. Even the way those 2 sat, those last 2 could potentially double off if he hits them right. It's all about angles at this point and how things work out. That's why we say you never, as a setup person, you can't twist the cubes.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like if you were playing pool with not round balls, like you can't change them.
Have you done that before?
No, but if
that's good. It would be.
That's kind of what Kubb is like.
I just came up with the greatest sport in the world.
Square pool.
Square
Kubb is.
But the pool table is ice. It's like curling meets pool.
It's like shuffleboard. On the table when you have the chalk. You ever play that?
Oh yeah.
Except
but you got a pool cue, and the I guess you can't call them balls anymore. We got a
Yeah,
advantage line here.
Yeah, it
I
seemed
don't know
like
what happened. I
it
was too
seemed like
struck with my idea of
well,
ice pool.
it seemed like Mike might have mailed it on that last baton. He
Yeah.
kind of said, "Hey,
Yeah,
frustration set
this
in."
isn't going to end well.
No, I think this might be over.
Yep, I would agree.
See how this draw goes, but you know, I think Kubb and Poole, especially on that blasting and clearing the field cubes phase, is very similar. Where if you're trying to play some angles, if you can hit the cube that you're aiming at a certain spot, you can know it's going to do certain things, and then potentially you can play your baton to do certain things. Which
Dan just brought that in from the other side.
Yeah, he did. That was a nice shot.
Yeah,
good goofy cut there.
You ever play some pool, Sven?
Yeah.
Shoot some stick, as they say.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I used to like to play pool. I haven't played in a long time, but I used to like it. Used to
Yeah.
like watching. Remember when ESPN had it on like Jeanette Lee and
Yeah.
Ivo Mataya? Oh, that was always a big rivalry.
They did a 30 for 30 on Jeanette Lee. It's fascinating.
Yeah, I know they did it, but I never actually watched it.
It's good. Here we have Dan Corey stepping back again on an advantage line. He's pretty far back from where the line actually is. At least it appears from this angle. He's got to hit. He's definitely going to be in the red zone. Obviously, this is 3. So he's going to should have 2 shots at that back coup before he goes for the king. He's still stepping back, though.
Yeah, he is. It looks like he's just taking a regular 4 meter.
Let's see if he rotates it. I think he's going to rotate it. He did. Yeah. So he's playing the 4 meter rotation, which, again, nothing wrong with that. You have to... One big thing with Kubb is you have to understand what your strengths and weaknesses are. And so, if he doesn't have that non-rotated shot from that distance, then step back and take the rotation and go with it.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Well, it worked. It all worked, and it all worked out well. And Dan has, 3 shots, 2 shots,
2.
Whatever, at the king. Oh,
he needs 2. He needs 2, Stu. He's got it.
Yeah, he's got
it. Nice job.
Yep. So Dan Corey continues his undefeated streak now, I believe, at 8-0 on the day, 1.629.
Nice 1.6. That's good stuff.
1.6 is a nice number. And then Mike David's 0.9, I think 30.
Yep.
Probably too fast for me to look.
Yep.
So Dan Corey, 1 game away from a rematch against Bob in the finals. Bob's back there, keeping it warm. David's posing him. Very nice of him to do.
Oh, yeah. It's like we haven't seen that before.
Yeah. Oh, Dan.
Nice open.
Strong.
Fantastic.
Yeah. 2 for 2 start.
I'm telling you, man, he is on a mission.
Yeah.
They always say, Stu, if you're obsessed and driven, you're dangerous.
Who says?
They do.
Oh, they're always saying stuff, aren't they?
I'm telling you. I think.
Was that a double?
Yeah, it was a fantastic double.
Yeah, it was.
It's got 3 here. See if we can take a lead. Oh, that was unfortunate. Nice shot. That was
real close.
That was a little short, but almost got it anyway.
Oh, no.
Wow. I don't think you could put out... I mean, the short one was the one I didn't think had a chance, and that one almost hit. The other 2 were really good shots.
Wasn't Dan wearing a winter coat earlier today? I remember seeing him at some point, and he looked cold. Like he had the full winter coat, hood, everything on.
He had a glove. I know that. Does he still have a glove?
He's doing the Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Yep.
I think everybody here is.
No, I don't think so. I don't think Dave or Bob are.
No.
And Mike isn't either.
Oh, yeah, look at that. All right, maybe nobody's doing it. I don't prepare for this. I mean, I just say stuff. I've been telling you that for 2 years now.
I'm just blowing holes in your statements there, Stu. Yeah. It's all good. I don't mean any disrespect by it. Just stating facts.
Yeah, I hear you.
And but no, I don't know. I don't remember a winter coat out of Dan Corey earlier, but
Maybe I'm
it
crazy.
could have happened.
Yeah.
He's definitely bundled up. He's got the hood. He's got the. If you see Dan needing to go extra layers and he's not wearing an Appalachian State shirt, there's probably something wrong. He's pretty into the App State, so.
I think Dan wears the App State gear like Cousin Dave wears the Drink Local gear.
Yes.
It's just a given.
Yes, it is.
But Dan is doing that just 1/2 rotation on these 8s.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not hitting, but beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he started out.
In this wind, that's what you need. Like if you rotate too much, it's gonna blow more. So the less rotation you have, and not only that, it's more about too. The more consistent you're going to be, the more you're able to consistently control the rotation. As you can make every shot the same or close to the same, you're going to be more consistent, and more consistency leads to better results, and there's all kind of snowballs on top of each other. So just to see that sweet rotation out of Dan is a good reason why he's undefeated on the day.
Yep. Hey Sven, our fan is back from the concession stand. Yeah, the line over there must be. I mean, what is this, sloth running that thing?
The soccer team that's practicing must be hitting them up hard. I don't know, but I'm glad they're back finally. Yeah. They need to get a cowbell.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, burning the edges.
Yeah, boy, that one burned it just like his first and the last turn burned it.
Mm-hmm. He's short on the second. Let's see what he does on the third. Same thing as last turn. He's due to hit one here. Oh, baton controversy.
Dan Corey's involved. What a surprise.
Oh, always.
All right, Mike, knock one down here.
Let's see if he can lock it back in, because clearly he's been thrown off his routine. Hit it. Ugh. Too distracted.
Yep. Controversies all over the place in the semifinals.
He's got two more.
There we go. Take it out.
Come on. Give me a Sven loaf.
2 for 2. There you go.
Sven loaf.
There you go.
Beautiful. Love it.
And the fist pump.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, Sven loaf.
Look, at any time I hit 2 8s in a row, I do the old fist pump.
Oh, love it.
Again, I mean, I'm sure you'll research that and tell me that's not true, but
Looks to. I haven't seen you play very often. So I don't know. Maybe it is true. I've seen you play as much as
it's not true.
I've seen you play about as much as you've seen me play. I start to question how we're the so-called experts here.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because nobody else is making videos, so
yeah, I guess nobody's seen us play.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're bringing. We're just like, hey, they must know what they're talking about. They're from Sweden and Norway.
Yeah.
Apparently, we're also American football experts.
No, just modelers.
Let me tell you what,
man. Good model.
38-35. Bet on it now. Eagles are going down. It's happening. Book it.
That one to me looks like it's out. I don't have a great angle at it, though.
You think?
Oh, here comes Nick.
Yeah, he's going to call it.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
This is what baskets of peaches are made out of.
Yeah, it is.
Not in this case necessarily, just because that one cube's kind of out. If that one cube was in there and Nick did that, that's a basket of peaches.
Yeah.
Just that one cube, that one right there. Just that's gonna
out.
I think he could easily get a 4 with 1 or maybe 2 here. It just depends. This is a tough shot, but just missed the front
triple.
end.
Yep. Yeah, for those of you who aren't for the early episodes of this tournament, that was Nick Bartlett in the background. I get it. He's got pants on. Didn't understand who that was, but first time ever. There we go. All right, 2 in hand.
2 in hand, I believe. Took a couple extra there.
Yep.
Maybe only one in
only
hand.
one in hand.
Yeah,
so turn saver.
That's when you
and
know.
He gets it.
I'm telling you, Stu. That's when you know.
That's big time.
Players are getting to a new level when they have that one, when they had a couple unfortunate misses. Their mental game is pretty strong when they step up there and hit the turn saver. And you got to give Dan Corey credit there. That was as much as it seems like it doesn't mean anything. That's an impressive shot.
Oh, I think getting another one in play. Yeah.
No, I mean it's massive.
Yeah.
It's massive. Mentally, it's massive for multiple reasons. One, nobody's perfect, man. You're gonna make mistakes. There's things that are gonna happen. Whether you throw a good shot, it misses. You hit a cube, it doesn't go down. You make a mistake, you under rotate, whatever it is. But to step up there, 1 baton left on a group you should have hit 2 batons ago, and to hit that 8, that's next level. That's next level stuff, man.
Yep.
And that's why Dan Corey hasn't lost all day.
Yep.
Because it's a different turn when you have the difference between 5 and 6 in play is massive.
Yeah.
It's going to take him 1 extra baton probably here to get this.
That was a nice double to start.
That was a great double or a triple. He's got 6 in play.
Yeah, I can't tell if that third one is down or not.
I thought it was.
It might be.
I thought there was 3 left.
Oh, gets the premature squirrel.
Dan should set that back up.
Yeah.
He should set that up. Right. Oh, no, they shouldn't pull that baton either, but that's neither here nor there.
We'll ask Jesse Frame about that.
Yeah, we should ask Jesse Frame about that. Maybe we should tune into Kubb.com soon and see if that question get answered.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
Wow. All right. What are you thinking here, Stu?
Going over.
Yeah.
So I think there's 2 left. Yeah. So there's 4 in play, 1 baseline. Yeah, this is going to be tough to come back. That was just a snowball turn. It started going bad, and then it just got real bad.
So let's just guess what Jesse's going to say. But I think in that case, when you move the baton, you're changing the field. So you need to leave that baton in the field of play in case it could be used later to potentially knock down that field, either on a runner or a squirrel or potentially on an 8-meter. So just future reference, I think you leave that baton there. We'll see what Jesse says. Go to Kubb.com. Check it out.
My model doesn't predict Kubb referee answerings, so I don't know what he's going to say.
Well, we're going to find out because we're going to ask the question.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll have somebody else ask the question, but the question will be asked.
Yeah. We'll get to the bottom of this.
So go to Kubb.com.
We're investigative journalists here.
There's an Ask a Ref series. Jesse Frame is a certified Kubb referee at the highest level. And it's similar to like Ed Hockley. And Jesse is just as jacked as Ed Hockley.
Yeah, he is.
And so he will answer that question, but I'm pretty sure you leave that baton there, reset the Kubb. That would be my call if I'm going to make the call.
This is interesting. Dan just took an advantage line, but didn't take the full advantage line.
He hasn't all day, Stu.
I know he hasn't all day, but it's not like that put him at 4 meters. It was like,
But he still rotated them.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. Yeah. I think it's a personal preference on what he's comfortable in rotating. He's not going to not rotate it, which is, again, part of the strategy of the game. King shot to make the final here. Let's see. He's on a mission. He's got it.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep. So Dan Corey is going to win his semifinal 2-0 over Mike Davids and will be advancing to the finals, and 1.338, 60%. It's a pretty good score. I think Bob came in at 72 as in his semifinal. Mike Davids 1.0, 28%. So here is our championship bracket. We've got one more match left. Well, we've got 2 more matches left, but we've got one more episode left. And here's the silver bracket. We saw the results come in on that one. Drew Gander winning the mini shovel. The mini shovel has a long and storied history. And so
they're boxing.
We've got a fight. We've got a fight on our hands. I didn't expect that to break out.
Drew should just hit him over the head with the mini shovel.
Give me the mini shovel. I want the mini shovel now. Yeah, so we've got the finals next week, rematch of last week's Skuffle finals. It ought to be a barn burner. Sven, you realize that we haven't had a final on the Atlantic Tube Tour go less than 3 games since this tournament last year?
No, I did not realize that. So that's exciting. That is true, though.
I know it's true.
It's amazing.
See? Some of the times I tell the truth.
Exactly.
All right, so thanks for whatever, and we'll see you next week for the finals. Bazooka!
Bazooka!